saddest thing happened was that plane that crashed in D.C.
Yeah, what's the controversy with it?
Okay.
Well, it's just weird, right?
Right.
Because we
So-
have a Black Hawk helicopter.
Almost 70 people died.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
In the night.
I saw this one video regarding the whole situation, and this is what I want to be really careful of just like, well, let me preface this. I watched this docu series on HBO. It's like The Curious Case or something.
Yeah.
They did one about like Bam Margera and
With the faces.
yeah. But there's this lady on there who has this YouTube channel, and she takes stuff and like makes it everything a conspiracy, but at the detriment of people's livelihood and their mental sanity.
Yikes.
Always want to avoid that. Not everything is a conspiracy. Or is it? Just kidding, it's not.
Maybe that alone is a conspiracy.
But there's just weird stuff with the DC crash.
And we're not the only ones. That's the thing. There's thousands of other people that are saying, how does something this huge and tragic happen?
Yeah.
Like, in Washington, D.C.
Was it the first in 16 years that a plane crash like this in the U.S. has been this?
Who told us that? It was someone this morning. Yeah.
I don't know. Someone smarter than us.
Was
probably.
that you?
Was it you?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah.
But I saw this video, and at this, like the weapons manufacturers like Lockheed, all this stuff, how they do those conferences and whatnot. Apparently, at this one conference, they're talking about doing automated or remote flying, the ability to remote fly Black Hawk helicopters.
I saw that too. They announced that in August of last year.
Yeah,
and it's like,
and they specifically mentioned like they're flying it from like, was it Cincinnati or something to Washington D.C. and back, and
they were excited about it. Like it was a huge thing. Like it's completely unmanned, 300 miles away.
Yeah, and there were pilots on the Black Hawk helicopter. It just made me wonder because you're not really hearing the radio come out. By the time this comes out, we might know more. This is a week before this comes out. But it's just curious of just like, could something have happened?
I mean, you look at the flight path. It's weird. Even someone who's ignorant as me, I really want to call Bradford, honestly, and try to talk to him and get his expertise on this because he's he's skilled in this. But you literally see the airplane coming down. It's going basically in a straight line. And then the helicopter's coming this way and it turns.
Yeah.
Directly in front of it.
Yeah.
And so it's like, obviously there's going to be questions that come along with this. That's a huge loss. Like, it's crazy to think that, like, yeah, all those people, not only just American people as well. Like, it's like, it was a tragedy. And do you know the Boston Club, the ice skaters that were on that? They're part of the Boston Club. And in 1961, a plane that was going to Prague, everyone died, perished. And it was the whole U.S. national team of figure skaters. So this is the only time. This is the only time this has happened to this club.
What in the world?
Yeah, the coach was being interviewed, and he was just it was tragic because it's like not only do you lose their lives, you also lose the future of that sport. And so it took so long to develop people in ways, and now it's gotten back to that point, and you have this setback, and it's like, this is terrible. It's absolutely tragic. It's crazy, man.
It's weird.
Yeah, it popped up on my radar when Trump tweeted about it. And so I was trying to figure out if there was some deeper story. Isn't that kind of it's a shame a little bit on our culture that something can happen and we're immediately like looking for every angle. And I think the shame in it is that more often than not, it seems these days, there actually is an angle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sucks.
Yeah, it's impossible at this point. And I mean, it's just such a bummer, but it is crazy. There's a lot of stuff happening like that. And I mean, just within January alone, with the wildfires, with the Tesla blowing up, with Louisiana, New Orleans, we have all of these things happening.
The drones.
The drones are still happening.
This is what's making me so mad.
Oh, they said what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear?
Yeah.
So they're like, oh yeah, it was FAA research.
Approved drones.
And it's like,
and then
no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That can't be it.
Yeah.
And if it is it's something way more sinister. Mm-hmm. It has to be.
Yeah.
Because even like the local authorities and stuff in these towns in New Jersey, they're mad about it.
Yeah.
They're like, so you don't let any of us know?
And not one person.
It was in our town, and you don't let us know?
And not one person from the FFA speaks out about it. until now. Like, that's crazy.
It doesn't make sense.
It's like, what would they be collecting that people could interfere with the study if they knew that it was up there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or are they the source of the weird fog? Because I swear the fog in our town right now has a weird smell.
Or are they just testing how we react to it? What do you think it is? What do you think the drones are, man?
Unmanned flying aircraft, number one.
Yeah.
Let's just get a definition out.
Sure.
Maybe they just didn't put the bird suits on it. You know?
Talking about the birds are robots.
Yeah.
Birds are spies.
Maybe they just didn't stick the feathers on there before.
Yeah.
Just sent them out accidentally?
They could, I mean,
It's logical.
It's.
I mean, if you
there's
think
something
about it.
fishy about it, dude.
if you think about it.
That made me so mad when I heard that. I'm just like, so as soon as Trump becomes president, he's like, they're asked like, hey, where are the drones? He's like, let's find that out immediately. Next day, he's like, it was just FAA research.
Yeah.
Want to specify was not the enemy. That's it.
And that's never happened before, and it's not a big deal. Like, the way, like, you just gaslit a whole nation is not okay. It's not right, like, just to do that.
There was like a part 2 of it where they're like, it was the FAA doing this, and then also just personal people.
Yeah.
Like they added
They
like
said it, yeah, it was like,
just random people are
civilian
doing it
drones
too.
as well.
Like
Or
what?
hobbyist drones, whatever they call them.
Yeah. And people just like to fly their drones, so they were just joining in on the fun. It's like, no, they were not.
No, man.
Not a chance.
I lost faith. I don't know if I showed you, I showed Josh, but I lost faith in all of this stuff because I thought I saw it. I mean, it was something flying. It didn't look like a plane really high, and I filmed it with my phone, and it literally zoomed in at night, and it was an orb. It was like one of those like moving orbs, but like for sure it was a plane. And just cell phones, when they can't focus, something in the processing looks like all the orbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, this is less fun.
Yeah.
Kind of lost.
But like, I've met people. Like, we just met someone in Conclave. Like, you know, I was talking with Todd Sanders from Oklahoma, and he's like, yeah, they're just in Oklahoma. People are talking about them. People aren't posting about them like crazy, but it's like, we see them. We just don't know what they are. And it's like, they're car sized
Yeah.
and they're huge. And
I
it's
want
just
to know
like,
how people know how big they are.
I mean,
what
because probably
they're like
they say
way
they're
up
lower.
there,
They
like-
say they're lower and go up, and so you could just like you just see how just big it's getting and how small it is from whenever it drops.
It's so weird.
Ninjas are butterflies.
Did I say ninja? I meant
The butterfly is no doubt one of God's most